Hey, little brass. Happy Friday. It's fantastic to see you. Hopefully, your first week of online learning has gone pretty well. I know it's been a really big transition for all of us, students and teachers alike. Just figuring out the process and what we need to do. Um, I've modified how what I'm doing pretty much daily from feedback from all of you to make this better for you. And so this video is really to explain what's expected today, what you need to do, um, and so on and so forth. I'm also going to use this to share my screen in a moment and go through a little bit of smart music stuff with you, how to use it and things like that. Uh, Compared to Wednesday, this is going to be a different uh, assignment for band. And so instead of just a list of things to practice and work on your own, we're actually going to do kind of like a play along track. And so after this video, I'll switch from video and go to audio so things load faster for you. But each slide will automatically play an audio, and I'll interact and record just as if we were in class on a normal day. Hopefully that will help you to focus your practice and help you learn some new stuff today. We're going to do a couple of new things today. So hopefully you enjoy it, and we're going to get ready to go. So what we're doing today, if you haven't signed up for Smart Music, you need to do that. 9 of 14 of you have done that as of 8:20 p.m. on Thursday, March 19th. And so that information is in Google Classroom from Wednesday. Make sure you go in and create that account. It's completely free, requires no credit card to sign up. Just click and add the link and enter the code that is there for you. Then we're going to warm up with Bentonville Brass, go through our scales, concert A flat, C, and F. We're going to go over all region etude, which is a part of our 7th grade proficiency to move on to 8th grade band. When you see it, it's pretty easy. Every instrument's a little bit different, so each instrument will have its own slide. And so, like if you're euphonium, there's no reason for you to listen to or watch the tuba or trombone ones, and vice versa. If you're a trombone or tuba, you don't need to watch the euphonium one. If you're the trombonium, you don't need to watch the tuba one. And so you're welcome to skip that slide so that you're only doing things that apply to you. So we're going to learn about our all region etude. We're going to review number 85 and number 86 from our Essential Elements book number 2. I will encourage you that if you didn't watch the video on cut time for number 86 on Wednesday, it's linked on our agenda slide for today. This is 86. It's blue and underlined. Just click it, and it'll take you to that video. If you're not quite sure about cut time and you want another refresher, go ahead and watch that again. Super great info. And then we're going to learn exercise number 91 today. And then you have Jungle Dance, measures 49 to 62, due as either a video recording into Google Classroom or as an audio recording in Smart Music. Either way is fine. If Smart Music works for you, I would really encourage you to do it just because of the feedback that it gives you. And then you're going to practice measures 13 to 30 of high voltage. Because the governor's requested that we travel as little as possible, and most things are shutting down across the state in the United States, I've given you some practice suggestions of things that we'll be hitting really hard after spring break. Memorizing the concert F major scale and arpeggio, both octaves. Working on Jungle Dance, measures 40 to 57. Working on high voltage, measures 30 to 43. And then, of course, working on your all region etude. All right, I'm going to flip over here and share my screen with you so you can take a look at, we can go through Smart Music together and talk a little bit how to use it. All right, so you should be looking at this. This is a trumpet of exercise number 91. The controls for it are all the same regardless of the instrument. So I'm just going to stick here for a moment. Once you've clicked on an assignment or you open something, this is the screen that you see. I can't show you the student view when you first log in just because I'm set up as a teacher and it's quite a bit different. But this is what happens when you open an assignment or an exercise from the book or anything. So across the top, we have the home button. It takes you back to your home page. Tracks. This is the audio things that you can change. So accompaniment is like the full band or backing track. I normally suggest keeping that around 40 to 50%. I also encourage you to click this gray microphone or speaker on my part. It should be orange, and turn it all the way up to 100%. That will be a computer simulated version of your instrument. And so if you play trombone, it'll play trombone, euphonium, euphonium, tuba, tuba. And that way you can hear it being played how it's supposed to be played as you play along with it. Metronome should be up all the way. If the subdivisions help you, you can click that box. Really handy dandy on some exercises. The other part of our toolbar here is our tempo. So right now it's set at 80, minus button goes slower, plus button goes faster. This little circle button is a reset. It takes you back to the tempo that it was at when you first opened the exercise. So in this instance, it was set at 97. If smart music isn't picking you up very well, or it's telling you everything is wrong, then I would encourage you to calibrate your microphone by clicking this little microphone symbol. It'll play a tone, so make sure you're not using headphones. It'll play a tone, and your computer and the software will automatically adjust the latency of the microphone so it lines up correctly. The pitchfork is a tuner. You can play a note, da, tell you if you're sharp or flat. The movement instrument button right here will get rid of this part where it says what song and what instrument you play. So it gives you a little bit more screen real estate, about half of a staff or so, to make you that allow you to see more music on your screen at one time. This is the count off. How many beats do you want it to click off before it starts where your cursor is? Right now it's set at 4 because we're in 4/4. So it goes click, 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 beat 1. So very similar to what we do in class. You can increase it to 2 measures, to 6 beats or 8 beats, or decrease it to 1 beat where it goes click and you play. Something that you can play around with. Play button will count you off and just play through it. Record button will record you playing as you play along with it. And that's one of the ways that you can submit assignments in here. If it's an assignment, after you do this, there'll be a submit button that pops up next to it. Back at the top, my takes. If you've recorded multiple ones, your takes will be here, this drop-down bar, this drop-down menu. It'll show you the percentage that you earned on each. And so when you're working on something, day 1, you may have had like an 80%. Well, day 4, you may have had a 95%. Then the day it's due on day 5, you may have best you could get was an 88%. So you can go through and click the one that you feel the best about, and then submit that one. Assessment is how the program picks you up. When I assign things for you, I normally do easy, tolerance, or lenient. It's microseconds of if you're playing right in time or not. And so the stricter it is, the more precise you have to be. Loop allows you to select 1 or 2 or 3 measures, and it'll count you off. You'll play those measures with the track. It'll go silent, click, 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 and repeat that again. Great way to practice. Display. If you're colorblind, you can click the button and it changes the contrast to make it easier for you. Highlight measure highlights the measure that we're in. I encourage you keeping this on. It helps you from getting lost as you play. It'll highlight the measure that we're in. Beat cursor. So this is the vertical line. So beat cursor means it moves to the beat. So beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. That's how I keep it most of the time. Flow cursor means that it hits each beat in time, but the cursor is constantly in motion. Just a little less jagged. Note cursor, the vertical line, the cursor changes every time you should change notes, and it shows you exactly what note you're on. So if you're having trouble with rhythm or staying in time, so going to note cursor is a really great way to do that. You can also turn the cursor off, so no cursor. You're welcome to do that if you feel confident, or it's visually distracting and causes you more trouble than it's worth. So once you record and you do a take, any note that lights up green tells you play the right note and the right rhythm for the most part. If the note's red, you played a wrong pitch. Let's say you're supposed to be playing an upper B flat, but your air is too slow and you play an F. the note will be red, and you'll see the red dot on the F space or line indicating that you were too low. If you played too early in rhythm, you'll have an orange note to the left or in front of the note head, and that you played too soon. If you played too late or you were dragging, that orange note head will be to the right or behind the note. So a lot of great information when you're practicing. There's also some things that myself, Mr. Gillen tells you or Samantha tells you when we're in class. But being with online learning, this is something that'd be really beneficial to you as we're doing these distance learning things. So you get that immediate feedback when you're working on things. It's just something I would encourage you to do. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We're gonna go back and get started for the day. So make sure you got a drink of water. You got all that music up and ready to go. And then I will see you on slide number 2 for warm up. See you soon.